Now, I request the Chair, Honorable Minister for Health and Family Welfare, sir, please deliver your keynote address.
My esteemed colleague, Minister of State for Health and Family Welfare, Shripad Yeso Nayak ji, Secretary Health and Family Welfare, Shri Bhanu Pratap Sharma ji, Shri N.S. Kang ji, Additional Secretary, who looks after the NACO also, Dr. Hendrik Jan Beckedem, WHO representative in India, Shri Tavel, UNAIDS Country Director, distinguished guests on the dais, members of the development partners, friends from the media, and ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed today we are remembering as a Remembrance Day, which is known as the World's AIDS Day. And we remember today countless millions who have lost their lives because of AIDS. And today we also remember those who contributed to fight AIDS. It is a day where we introspect and try to see that this dreaded disease, HIV, which started in the 80s, and it was like a disease which was uncontrollable at one point of time. Millions of people lost their lives, and millions fought and contributed to fight this dreaded disease. Certainly, when we remember this day, today in 2015, we can say that we have gone a long way in controlling this dreaded disease, in preventing people, in making people quality of life of the people who suffer from HIV infection. And the strategies adopted by India has been globally recognized also by the development partners and by the international health agencies also. Certainly, India has done a very good job in this matter, in this field, and we have tried our level best to see to it that not only we control, we prevent, and not only we prevent, we also see that the quality of the life of the person who's suffering from HIV should be improved upon. But certainly, we think on one aspect, that is, we can't be complacent. We have to be on alert, and if we have to develop the end game strategy in 2030, we have to be alert and see to it that we strategize, re-strategize, supervise, monitor, and see what new methodologies to be developed so that we are successful in 2030 to develop the end game and bring it to an end. The Government of India is very serious on this issue. This seriousness can be expressed by one way, that Prime Minister has decided and declared that the NACO and the control and the financial part of this program will be totally taken care by the center. It will be the central sector. This shows our commitment. This shows that the Government of India is serious on the issue. We are working on it, and we are trying to see to it that all expenses be borne by the central government. Today I am happy. I never knew that I will get an opportunity to share with you, because when I was the member of on the Standing Committee in Parliament for Health, representatives fighting HIV in patients or HIV people having HIV positive. Their association used to come and meet me, and they used to talk about that the CD count 350, we start giving medicines only after CD count 350. It should be increased. I got an opportunity when I was as an health minister. Today I can share with you, and as my secretary, Bhanu Pratapji, has told you, that Government of India has decided that CD count 500, till 500, the Government of India is going to provide medicines and see to it that the count level, that is the ART, antiretroviral therapy, will be at CD4, count at 500. So this has been decided. I never knew that I'll get the opportunity to share with you as a health minister. But yes, when I came, the representatives met me, and I'm happy to share with you that the government has decided. And within weeks, the procedure will start. The procurement process is on, and approximately 1 lakh people will be included in this program, and we'll try to help them. The same way, it was one very important demand from the friends suffering from HIV positive virus, that is to start the third line treatment. I'm happy to share with you that government has decided to start the third line treatment also. And I remember at that point of time, many organizations had come and represented it. And when I was also among the committee of the fighting the AIDS in the health ministry, in the parliament committee, there also this demand was there. So now we are going fast into it and see to it. As it has been said that infection should not carry from the mother to the child. This is also a very important area where we are working. We have been successful in it. We are trying to see to it. We have made tests compulsory, and we are trying to see to it that no child is born with HIV positive. Test and treatment process, we are trying to see to it also that in coming times, how do we proceed forward? And we are trying to go for the financial aspect of it and resources to be taken care so that we are able to address this problem. In coming times, we feel that we'll be able to do it. Capacity building is, as it was also raised by Mr. Beckedem and Mr. Tawel, is a continuous process. And as I said, that strategy, re-strategizing, supervision, monitoring, and when we go for new strategies, we have to also see to it that the capacity building is done. So I consider it to be a continuous process. No doubt, our system, we have developed a very robust system now. Things are in place, very much in place, but still we should not feel that the task is over. It is a continuous process. We have to see to it that how we go on increasing our capacity. And for that, we need the support of the society, we need the support of the media, we need the support of the stakeholders, we need the support of development partners, and all together, because one man cannot think, or one person or one ministry cannot think in totality. It is the stakeholders who come out with new issues, and we have to address those issues, and I'm a person who believes that we do not address the issues individually or as a ministry. We address the issue collectively. So in that very way, I would like to say, in that perspective, I would like to say that we have to go forward. The strategy of 90-90-90 is certainly very important for us. That is the perspective which we should keep it in mind, and our ministry is working in that direction, and we will see. As I said, it's a continuous process. We can't say that we will be reaching very soon or we are to reach, but yes, when we keep that perspective in mind, it's certainly going to help us and see to it that we fight. Removing stigma, equal participation, making them feel that they are one among us, and see to it that they go hand in hand in development and leading their life. These are issues which has to be also addressed collectively. One cannot do by making just a law. One cannot do by just providing provisions of equality. One cannot do by coming out with provisions of treating them at workplaces. But we have to see to it and find out the fine issues which certainly is a barrier and develops as a stigma develops as a stigma. So these issues also need to be addressed. And the support of media and other people is certainly very much invited and very much needed also. The digital part which we have launched today, many schemes have been launched today. They are going to help, I suppose. Last year when I had launched a helpline scheme, I am happy to share with you that more than 7 lakh people have dialed on that number and tried to consult, which is a huge number, and which itself says that that has been very beneficial and very good for us, for the HIV positive patients, and they have been able to take advice from that. As far as the medicines are concerned, India has been not only, as Secretary has said, that there were issues related to procurement, but now we have got a very robust system. So medicine is not an issue. And even for third-line treatment, we are there to take care. And the same way for CD count, CD4 less than 500, that will be also taken care. That is not the issue. But I'm happy to note that on the initiative of Prime Minister Shri Modi ji, when the African nations, heads of the states had come to India last month only, we had a session with them, we discussed with them. They had issues that in Africa, where we will be able to give them quality medicines and affordable medicines. India has shown its commitment, and we stand committed that all African nations will be getting and will be carrying on with this process where we'll be giving them affordable and quality medicines. So this shows our commitment not for the nation only, but for our countries, and we think globally also, and our global commitment stands as it is. So friends, today I will only say one thing, that when we remember and when we introspect as World's AIDS Day, we should leave no stone unturned to see to it that we end by 2030. And for that, whatever has to be done, we should take care and work together hand in hand and collectively and see to it that we really make this program a success. We have done a good job, but need not to take rest. We have to keep on fighting. We have to go forward. And with all your support, we'll be able to do it. That is what I have to say. Thank you very much.